You guys have been asking for the spoiler review for Fantastic Four for quite some time now. And now I'm ready to give it to you. My honest thoughts about Fantastic Four, The First Steps, and why I think not only was it the best superhero movie of 2025, top 5 MCU movies of all time. It's just that good for me. So let's get into the spoiler review. Leading up to the movie, I thought it was going to be trash and dull and whack. I would like to say to all you guys, thank you, man. To all the MCU fans, thank you. All the Fantastic Four fans. I apologize and I was wrong about this movie. So why is Fantastic Four: The First Steps a great movie in my opinion? Why do I think it's better than Superman? For a lot of reasons. Now, initially, well, in this, they already went to space. They've already gotten their powers. They've already come back. They're already beloved. They're already heroes. The people already love them. And this is just another day in the life of the Fantastic Four. And I like that about it. The retroness of this movie. And it's the Jetsons. It's a live action version of the Jetsons, which is great because I love the Jetsons. Shout out to Hanna-Barbera. Female Silver Surfer, I thought that she was good. But I liked her a whole lot better in the silver than I do her with her regular human skin. Something about her is so attractive to me in that silver body. I loved it. I'm into this movie. I'm into the fact that the people like them. I'm into the fact that Reed is this smart guy who's also goofy and doesn't know how to talk to regular humans because he's so smart. I'm into the fact that, you know, Sue Storm is the best part of this movie, man. So when it comes to female Silver Surfer, I thought that she was great. The Thing, can't even see his meat. I don't like the eyebrows. I don't like his eyeballs. Johnny Storm said, "Tell my family I love them." And that was a proud moment for me. I'm like, dang, he was willing to do that easy, bro. He didn't even think about it. He said, oh, right at the time, oh, it's over. Tell my family I love them. Here I go. And then Silver Surfer came and took it from him and said, nah. And she did her thing. That was dope, man. It had a lot of tension in that scene. I really liked that. Galactus getting his shit clapped. I understand. I know you don't like how Galactus just got body. I know you don't like how Galactus got force pushed like Yoda did Sidious over the chair. I understand. But y'all gotta get over that, bro, because there's nothing like the love of a mother and their child. And that is the theme of this entire movie that called to me and made me cry. I cried with epicness in the scene where the final act. But anyway, Sue Storm was great, great actress, great emotion, great character, well written. I want the baby. I want that baby. Hey. All right. Mr. Fantastic, you keep your planet. I want the baby. You want our baby? I want my baby back. I want my baby back. Ribs. Galactus was basically a fat bastard. He wanted the baby so bad that he said, keep your planet, give me that baby. I said, dang, go ahead, Stu. Sue's giving birth, she's having contractions, and then she clapped Shalabow. And the way that the director directed this, the way this was written, this was just cinematic sci-fi glory. They're in the ship, they're on their way going, hurry up, we gotta get to the thing. So this thing that gets into hyperspace is floating out there, but their ship needs to get into the apparatus in order to jump to light speed. They couldn't just jump on their own. So here they're trying to get to the ship. Silver Surfer's making her way. They're making her way in. She gets in. They clam in. They do an improper connection. They get in there real fast. And they're about to shoot to light speed to get away. But Silver Surfer goes invisible into her stomach a little bit, almost touches the baby before Ben and they, pow, blasting this light speed. That scene was incredible to watch. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, that was a nice spectacle. They got away. That was dope. And then OP chick comes into the wormhole when they thought they were safe, and then light speed, here she comes. I'm like, what the heck? She is Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is one of the most fastest beings in the Marvel Universe. But light speed, hyper speed like that, I'm like, oh my God. So they're still trying to fight her off and figure things out. Johnny goes to the gunner, he's shooting, but because they're in a wormhole, gravity's different, she's giving birth, she's doing the screaming. Sue is like, you really feel the tension. A lot is going on. Ben is on the controls making it happen. Johnny, get her off us. We're about to go to I have a plan. And then freaking Mr. I can do it, Reed. Ben is like, you sure? They're about to go towards the sun. A black hole. Go towards the black hole. They're entering a black hole. They're at the horizon of a black hole. And they're there for a while, and they're going closer and closer to this black hole. Sue, she's like, what? I'm worried about her. She's giving birth while Ben is trying to get out this, going to a black hole, while Silver Surfer's trying to clap him, and Johnny ain't got no aim. So all of this stuff is happening. The score right now is really helping a lot. It just looks good. Everything is happening. And then Sue's like, and in this moment, while she's giving birth and having these contractions, she's like, Reed says, Sue, I need you to make us invisible. She's like, huh? I need you to make us invisible. Asking her to do the unthinkable of make the whole ship invisible. And then he says, after your next contraction. This woman is giving birth, bro, having contractions, bro. I got 3 kids, yo. I have an idea of what's going on here. These women in a contraction is just a look up. It's just, it ain't no joke. So a woman while giving birth, having a contraction she's like, she had a contraction and she instantly puts them invisible. I'm like, I'm watching this and I'm like, you go, Sue, you got this, go ahead, Sue. They get invisible, and then so now only thing that Silver Surfer sees is the apparatus that they're in. She don't see the ship, so she's dumb as heck. Follows the apparatus into a black hole, and then little do they know they already was behind, and they said, "Aren't we out?" Woo! And they got up out of there. She sees like, oh dang, oh I get it. So they made a diversion with the invisibility into this apparatus, and now I'm going to this black hole. Clap, black hole, you're done. She's still giving birth and hasn't given birth yet. Here's where Ben Grimm comes to play, and the writing is amazing because we're still not out of the woods yet. The baby needs to come, but they're in gravity. There is no gravity. They're in space. So you need gravity to be able to push a baby out, because you need that weight to pull out. So they artificially created the sense of gravity by bursting it out into hyperspace. So Ben's like, I got it. And that force helped the baby come out. He was like, push. She was using the force of the thrust of the boosters, created an artificial gravitational pull to help birth the baby Franklin. That was a team effort. That was so smartly done. I was impressed with that whole scene. And it was at that moment I'm like, they for real, they come to play. They come to play. They're here to play. And they're here to do it right. There was none of this in Superman. There was like none of this like stakey, weighty, great scenes. Scenes that invested. Superman is so busy just doing this. Hi, like it. Next scene. Pan, cut. This was a magical thing because it stayed. It got himself involved. It nurtured, rested, and we saw it from beginning to end. And by the end, we felt something. I know I did. The theater did as well. It was really impressive to experience. They're talking about him on TV. They're rioting in the streets. People are being mean to them. And now they're outside the Baxter building protesting. And then that's when the conversation was had of giving up the boy for Galactus, where, Sue had that moment where she said, no, and she went invisible. And she said, I know what we have to do. We have to use our son as bait for Galactus. And that must have been really hard for her, to put your son out there in front of a cosmic being, because you know the cosmic being wants to take you away. And she still was willing to do it. And I thought that was dope. But what made her even more dope, what made her iconic, was as the people were outside the Baxter building protesting, give us your baby. You're evil, you're greedy, Fantastic Four. She, on her own, without the help of Reed, without the help of Johnny, without the help of the Thing, without them even knowing, took her baby, went down the elevator, opened the door, and walked through the crowd of protesters with the baby in the hand. This is my baby, Franklin. This is who he is. I know you guys don't want to. She gave this speech about her mother. She says, I'll move heaven and earth for you. I'll move heaven and earth for my baby, Franklin. When she says that, Reed was like, oh, I came up with an idea. Move heaven and earth. Sue's idea of moving heaven and earth made Reed let him know that he could use his transportation theory with the egg to move the planet, moving heaven and earth. Franklin got the lever from Sue Storm. Sue Storm saved humanity. But let me tell you, I thought that was great. I think it was even more great when she told the people, I will not sacrifice my world for my child. But I will not sacrifice my child for this world. I will do my best to protect you. I said, man, I got goosebumps. People was like, yeah, but I said, dang, go ahead, Sue. Speaking like a true leader, speaking with the emotion. She emotionally resonated with the crowd. I said, when she said that speech, I was like, all right, bro, she's tight. She's officially certified. I said, that's it. She's awesome, bro. I said that. I felt that, bro. I got like the feels. She says, give me my baby. Ugh. Galactus took it to the back like it was nothing. He was like, ugh. Whatever, still taking this baby. Give me my baby. Ugh. Hey, shout out to Reed getting stretched out. I like that. His bruh sweater started to tear apart, bro. His fantastic Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood sweater started to rip. I said, yeah.
Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please, won't you be my neighbor?
Yeah, stretch him out like Caramello. Stretch it out.
Watch what you say. Kids love me more than lunch. I'm not the one with my face on some whack-ass Captain Crunch. When my plan comes together, you won't even see it coming. I'll chop you into 4 black dudes and I'll remake Cool Runnings. I'll say this once, Lawrence. I hope it's understood. Get right back in your van. Get the fuck out of my neighborhood.
Ugh, she lifted that foot. He was like, oh. She turned him around and said, give me my child. Ugh. She's pushing him back. He's like, wait. He trying to grab a building like, oh, I'm gonna use this building as my stand back. The Thing was like, nope. Bah, bah, bah. Building collapsed. He's like, oh, shoot. Sue's like, ah. She's pushing everything. The scene is high. The score is going. Hey, Superman, looking at you. Use a score to elevate your movie. The score is popping. It's making it extra tense and epic. I'm seeing Galactus get lifted off the ground by Sue Storm, a mother who's pushing herself to the limit because in exigent circumstances, when we're in flight or flight mode, when life or death is among us, when our children, our loved ones are in danger, we as human beings gather up superhuman ability. There's things on the internet, testimonials, there's videos, people lifting cars, pushing buildings, walking through fire, because it's in the fight or flight moment where something that we need has to happen. We get stronger, we get smarter, we get braver. And I bought that she was coming out with this mutant ability that is enabling her to get strong power to overthrow, because you have my child. Give me my baby back. And she pushed and said, homie, she said, That fool Galactus. Bro, I'm tingling watching this scene happen. Here's the moment where a lot of Galactus fans are probably throwing a hot dog at the screen. And then Shalabal come, pushes him in, and then it's gone. And then Sue's dead. She pushed herself to death, literally gave her life. She said, I won't sacrifice my child for this world, and I won't sacrifice the world for my child. What did she do though? She sacrificed herself, bro. She sacrificed herself for her child and the world. This woman is awesome, bro. I don't want to hear none about Sue Storm being none. I am a fan of this woman as Sue Storm, bro. I'm period. I just hope that she stays in the MCU. She's like Wonder Woman to me. Sue Storm is like Wonder Woman to me. She is the Marvel Wonder Woman, bro. I love her. So I cried in the scene. Got watery eyes, everything. It was amazing. This movie had a lot in it that I didn't expect to have in it. I felt watching this movie the way I should have felt watching Superman. To see the planet come together, we need to conserve our electricity. Lights out at a certain time. To see the world get together like Deep Impact. To see the world come together like Armageddon. It made you feel like this is a real thing we're doing. And you feel the stakes and the weight of it all. And to see the world come together, to see Mole Man let the people underground. Because these are the drastic moves. This is bigger than me, the Mole Man, not liking Fantastic Four. We're about surviving now. Doesn't matter where you are, blood, crip, black, white. We're in survival mode now, so let's work together. So it was nice to see all that happening. Them turning the planet off at a certain time. And that's Reed being his science Reed, not Mr. Fantastic. That's him being Reed Richards, the Neil deGrasse Tyson of the freaking 828. I love seeing it. All of these little scenes are helping me buy into the fact that Galactus is going to come and eat y'all up and y'all are done. It just adds to the weightiness of it and the impact. So when anything does happen, you feel it. Looking at you, James Gunn. You gotta learn how to write better, bro. So guys, that's the review, spoiler review for Fantastic Four: The First Steps. I got this movie above Iron Man 1. This just does more. It's bigger. It means more. It's above Iron Man 1, one of the greatest MCU movies. In fact, it's the greatest MCU movie. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm on this thing. Deuces. I can't believe I just said all that.